Hello, I am Manoranjan. I come from Orissa. I have a son, Rupankan, who has been diagnosed to be autistic. When we first came here, he was 18 years old. We came to know about tomates from one of our friends. And when I heard about tomates that it is being conducted at Oroville, and the therapists, they are followers of Mother and Sri Aurobindo, I was really interested to try this method because we ourselves are devotees of Mother and Sri Aurobindo. So when I heard that some devotees of Mother and Sri Aurobindo are taking up a kind of therapy for autistic children, I was really interested to bring my son here. When we first came here in April 2015, by then my son was around 18 years of old, and we talked to Meeta about, we discussed about the case. First of all, we all were a little bit skeptical that because he has grown quite old, whether he will respond to the therapy or what we can do for him. But we all decided that let us depend on the grace of Mother and let us proceed. Then when we started, we first noticed that first of all my son took the music quite well. He was very much interested to put on the headphone. That was the first sign that which encouraged us. He was quite happy to have the headphone. And then we thought what to address first. By that time, the first issue to be addressed by us was his anger. His anger at that time was quite frequent, and it was difficult on our part to manage his anger. Surprisingly, after the first session itself, we found that the anger has been considerably reduced. He was calmer, he was more quiet, and it was much easier for us to handle him. So we decided to proceed to the next session, and each session the boy was very much interested to put the headphone, and he liked the therapy very much, which encouraged us further. So we completed the first block with the 3 sessions. At the end of first block, we noticed that the anger has reduced, the understanding has also improved, and some other improvements we could notice, even which is difficult to put in words. So we decided that we will go for a second block again with 3 sessions. So by the time we are at the end of the second block, this is for the 6th time we have come, and at this point we noticed that the anger which was reduced has been okay, it has not relapsed, and understanding has further improved, and also his adaptability to different adverse situations which he doesn't like generally, like going to a crowded space or being among people, to which he was very much averse before. Now he is somewhat adaptable to such situations. For example, recently in our family there was a marriage function to which we had taken him, and he attended the reception. Totally, he was there in the reception hall for about 2 hours. He took the lunch there, but he was not disturbed at all. So this encouraged us, and we felt that really Tomates has helped our son to reach this situation.
Because earlier, how would he say that?
Yes, earlier whenever we took him to a marriage function or anything, where more number of people are around, and then usually he gets much disturbed, he gets angry, he rocks vigorously, or he will most by rocking, humming, and all that he will show that he is disturbed and he is not well there. But here in this situation, he found that he did not rock, he did not hum, he sat quietly in a chair, he had his lunch, and we came back. For 2 hours he was there. So, we are quite happy with that.